Well, happy Wednesday. Welcome to Mastery Codes. I'm really excited for today's message. I was just sitting here writing down my interpretations. It's really fun about using your intuition. And for me, utilizing the numbers is what's really revealing itself, not only through the contracts of the day and the energies the numbers present, but how does that pertaining to my own expression, your expression, right? And so today's conversation is really about both energies intertwined, the daily energy and the contract energy. Now, the contract energy every single day of every single year remains the same. The daily energy can switch based off the numeric calculations, the math that goes with each date. Um, so you may find yourself and what's really fun about this, on a side note, is if you have Facebook memories and you look back, like what were you talking about? What were you sharing last year this time? I love using that tool to see what's in alignment because you don't have to know this information to be in alignment. And what's beautiful is when we're off track or we're feeling disconnected or we're feeling a little off center, these are the things that can bring us right back to ourself to check in and to get right back on track. So today is all about, are we holding on to endings or are we savoring the lessons that are shown through new beginnings? Something new wants to birth as a cycle has completed, and it's inviting you to take next steps, right? But specifically in your thinking, in your beliefs, in your ideas and concepts of the world and how you can be in the world, which I think is so beautiful. There's a 10 of clubs aspect today that's really inviting us beyond the transformation or beyond what was into who do I want to be now? Who do I want to step into in my finances, in my health, in my relationships, in my purposeful expression? All these places that we consider as we're on this growth evolution, this lifetime of growth and evolution. And so for today, how you utilize this energy is really checking into what's been top of mind for you in a place that you want to show up, sharing your wisdom, sharing the teachings of what you've learned. I'm thinking of coaches, of healers, of teachers, of even entrepreneurs who are in this um, in the career of communication, that communication of self, or learning to communicate a bit more clearly into what you want or how you want to express. These energies are very present today, and there's a graduation feeling that's moving you into letting go of whatever was in the past to let yourself step into what is now. All that matters is now. Do you know the abundance is here now? The money now, the health now, the wealth, the prosperity, the relationships, they're all here waiting for you to step in. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's really into a conversation of your frequency, your vibration, and not from a place of being high vibe, but in your true belief, in the belief of your being, what's embodied within you in places we don't talk about at parties, right? Like in the darker, in the really recessed places of the underbelly of what the world is shown, what you know as your truth, or maybe those areas that are wanting to become seen in your truth. What is really stopping you from meeting yourself in that next place, believing you can have that next level of wealth, believing that health that you want is yours? Are you focused on all the reasons why it's not that way? Or are you changing your thinking and your belief patterns into it's already here? I get to shift how I step into that presentation in my world. It's visualizing what you want and being consistent daily on believing and building the belief that it can be yours. So many of us come in with this innate ability to believe in self and the creations that we're making in the world. I know my husband is that way. He'll have an idea, he'll see it through, there will be no doubt. He'll have his own set of fears, but it's just like beelining for getting it done. And then for others of us, we're building the belief that we can be the person who makes the multiple six figures, the person who can have the loving relationships, who has harmony in family, the person who has harmony in their body, even if life's showing some other form of chaos. And I think this is the significance in the nuance that's inviting you into the truth today. And where can you learn and be so grateful and in the abundance of what's been created so you can bridge the separation and bring it into unification to I am the person who makes $200,000 a month. I am the person who is successful in business. I am the writer. I am the sports. Then like we have to paint the vision and step into it to know that we belong in it. And we're the only ones that can, in a sense, convince ourselves, but truly build the belief through the thoughts, through what we choose to pay attention to, through the awarenesses, through the insights, through the wisdom that has come from learning lessons along the way. What's been repeating itself that you're done with, that you're ready to step into a whole new way. You don't have to know how, you just have to be willing to be the one to be open to step into it and taking action towards the direction that you want to go. It's not just strategy. It's not just the manifestation of what is by focusing on it. It's knowing that you belong in that vision and that you're willing to take the very next step and the next and the next to keep you in forward momentum, to heal the parts of you that are feeling stuck and to move forward because you're you, because you see the world a certain way and you sharing that with the world is exactly what's needed. There is not one person who has the same set of circumstances or the same set of events in life that brought them to new realizations, to the self realizations that we can choose a new way, a new path, a new way of feeling, even when life is showing us chaos. We don't have to succumb to those patterns. So I'd love to know how this lands with you today. And I'd like to even invite you into a beautiful 3-day experience that Sarah Dumas, my beautiful friend, and I are pulling together. April 30th is the first day. It's a free masterclass. We're really taking a look at where this shows up for us with wealth. The name wealth, the word wealth, the way we feel about wealth, the level of wealth we're in, the level of wealth where we want to go, the prosperity, the abundance, the purpose, all of those connecting things that really do lay within the body. The mind may be on board, the body needs a minute. We're going to take a minute to bring it all together and help you execute those next steps from feeling what it's like to be embodied with wealth. So we invite you to join us. I'm going to pop that link below. It's going to be amazing. We had last week, we had a beautiful experience, a Q&A together in a mastermind kind of Zoom call. And we had the women joining us and we had so many shifts. We had somebody shift their perspective and all the things they thought they'd been doing and then took new action and realized it was there for them all along. And I know like we can say these things, but when we actually feel and catch ourselves in what makes a difference, we realize it's the action we haven't been taking that makes all the difference. And sometimes we can't see it through the cobwebs of the worry, the frustration, the story repeating over and over and over again. We had another woman, you could just see it move and shift out of her body, the frustration and angst in why am I not at this certain level in my business? Why am I capping out at the ceiling? And then opening up that space in the body that was holding and constricting so tight for her to then take the next steps and have a different result, right? Which is what it's all about. It's not about being perfect. It's not about comparing yourself to someone else's success. It's about meeting yourself where you are now so you can move forward and help free yourself from the disappointment, from the angst, from the frustration, while you're also having the ambition to move yourself forward. There's a place where it wants to harmonize and come together. And the beautiful mindset and strategy that Sarah brings, and the empowerment and the body work that I bring, the ability to see the patterns within the body, married together is this beautiful combination for transformation. And this is the transformation that will boost you forward while you know the work that's required, the innermost work that continues to keep you in that forward direction. We want to invite you into that experience. Please come join us for our free 3-day masterclass called Wealth Embodied. And I can't wait to see you there. So have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm traveling the rest of this week, hoping to come live perhaps Friday morning. But I'm going to go be embodied into a whole transformational experience in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm going to a live event with about 150 beautiful, amazing entrepreneurial women and really let myself be the student in that moment so I can do the same thing, embody a new level of wealth, a new level of belief, a new level of stepping into that bigger mission that I have for the world and letting myself be where I'm at so I can accept that next level and really land into it, to step into it without waiting. Now is the time. And now is the time for you too. All right, you guys, I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.